What's up, Grapper fans? Yesterday I showed y'all how I installed these clear lens headlights in this 2014 Platinum, and while I was doing so I mentioned there's a couple things I wanted to clean up, but I'm not going to bore you with that today because I got the bright idea to see if these would fit on here. These are my 24x14 Moto forged wheels on 40x15.50 Nitto trail grapplers that were on my King Ranch for a while. I put the stocks and mud wraps back on it, and that ended up being what it sold on, or I guess traded. So I've still got these things, and you know what? They look like they'd almost fit. So I'm going to try it out real quick, and if these will fit in the back, I'm mainly worried about them fitting in the back. The front looks slightly more open. If they'll fit in the back, I'll drive around a little bit, and I may even throw them on the front and drive straight. Obviously I'm not going to be able to turn very well, but let's just see. I'm very curious if these are going to go on here. I just dropped my wife off for a girls' night, so I can do whatever kind of crazy shenanigans I want to get into back here, do some hood rat stuff. Let me know right now if y'all think this is going to work. I'm going to start jacking this thing up. We'll see if this thing fits on here. The jack I've got is a little too high to get under the rear diff, and I don't really want to jack it up anywhere else because I want to actually lift it from the axle so that it still has weight on it, because I may be able to get it in if the whole body's lifted up, but I want it with the weight of the truck on the axle, see how high it is, make sure it'll actually fit before I put it in there, let it down, and then bend the body all up before I mess up the bed. So I got it jacked up just on this one side here. Hopefully that's enough. We'll try to get this thing stuffed in here. I'm going to start with removing this big old center cap. The factory jack pry bar here and lug nut wrench actually has a little rubber piece on it that works really well for getting this off without scratching your wheel up. I'm sure a lot of y'all knew that, but in case you didn't, there's that. Then we'll get our chrome sockets in there and see if we can break something. Okay, these were way over torqued. This thing is fully charged, 300 foot-pounds. I think the torque is supposed to be like 170 on these. That is not good. Hopefully this chrome socket can handle it. Man, those are tight. Dang. After my third time looking in the same spot, I was not able to find the right socket for the impact, so I'm going to just do this the old-fashioned way. Alright, we got those puny little 35s out of the way. Let's see if we can get this 40 to fit in here. Well, boys, I think we're on to something here. It is a tight fit, but they are in there. I don't have any lug nuts in yet, but it is resting on all 8 lug nuts all the way. Look at how close that is. There is not even one of these little tread nipples distance away right here. Y'all can see my nice little rock chips that I haven't touched up yet. But in the front, we got a little bit more room. Do y'all think I should bolt it up and see if it's actually drivable with the other one on there? I might mess up the bed. I don't know. Y'all let me know if I should stop here, but I think y'all know me better than that. There she is. 4 lug nuts on because we're running out of daylight, and I'm really not even able to turn and go very far. And you know, 4 lug nuts just looks cooler. Look at that, bolted up. Let's set it down its own weight, see how it looks. Ooh, yeah. Yep, that's touching. Well, I should probably stop what I'm doing because it's definitely actually touching now. It's not just, you know, close. But I'm very curious to see how bad it actually is rubbing, or if it's just at a bad spot, since the truck is leaning to one side now with this one giant tire in one corner. Here's the passenger side. She's in there, but after all that sweating, I remember why I wanted to start with the passenger side. It looked like it was a little closer in the back corner to me, and sure enough, it is. It is rubbing fully. There is no way I can drive on this. It is pressed tight up against there. It's not going to move. I was really hoping to roll around on all four of these, but it doesn't seem possible. Now, I'm pretty sure, though, that they'll fit in the front. So, for the gram, I might have to put them on just the driver's side, see if we can't roll around a little bit, and I get a couple of little rollers with this sucker leaning to one side. Man, this thing looks crazy. Looks so good. It's a shame it won't work. 40 is just a little bit too much. Alright, we still got the 140 on this back corner here, trying to not flex at all. Oh, I think it's flexing. Did it. I got both 40s on 24x14s on the driver's side. The only thing is, there's literally no light out here, and what light there is, I was hoping these street lights would help us out, is all on the passenger side, so we could see the stock side no problem. And unless I turn this thing around, which is probably not possible now, y'all aren't gonna be able to see anything. So now I gotta figure out how to film this so y'all can see it. But I can't believe that the front, let me get my flashlight. Like, it is, fits like a glove in here, no problem. But how much can I turn? Let's go this way. Okay, so that's like a, well, we'll call that a quarter turn. Okay, okay. Maybe a half turn there. That's all I got. There is no way I'm turning around with this much steering wheel. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do here. I guess we'll have to come back on another day. All right, against my better judgment, I'm gonna try to drive with the side squat. Here's a look at the new LEDs from yesterday. Looks super nice in here. All right, let's see if it's possible to turn at all. This side squat is super weird. I'm gonna go way over here. finally got it parked over here next to this other Ford, and man, this thing is wide. I'm glad I found a light I could get close to. It was a freaking nightmare trying to turn this thing. So stressful, but I got it turned, and look at it, man. This thing is just insane. This thing is insane. I love it. It looks so freaking tough. These 40s, 24x14s. They fit so well. It's so annoying that they don't fit in the passenger side rear. Something about these trucks, they just are tight right there. Now it barely fits back here too, but I mean, it's drivable-ish as long as you're going straight mostly. But man, just look at it, so freaking sick. Alright guys, this might have been a huge mistake. I love how it looks. I don't know if it was worth the trouble. That was so much work to get this thing mounted up with some 40s under here, and you know, doing one and then scrubbing the whole way over here, putting the other one on in a random road. A lot of work. But what do y'all think? Do you think it was worth it? Think it looks cool? Do y'all want to see more crazy stuff on this truck, and also my Cat Eye Silverado I just got? I love putting big tires on stuff. Now I like it to be drivable-ish. You know, I understand you can't turn full lock with some big old tires, but 40s with no lift, little to no lift. I mean, we got 1-inch leveling kit, but this thing is so low. Like, it is the smallest freaking tiny little truck on 35s, coming from driving my King Ranch on 10-inch lift with these same wheels. This is a little baby truck with these huge tires on here. I love it. I think I'm gonna have to keep doing stuff like this. This was so much fun, but I can't see if I ruin my paint where it's rubbing. I am planning on painting this bumper anyway because it's got some gnarly scratches and rock chips, but that back corner might be pretty torn up. We'll have to check that out tomorrow. But man, let me know what y'all think. You want to see more stuff like this? Make sure you subscribe to GRAPPAHOLICS and check me out on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. Alright, I'm going to attempt to drive home and side squat. I can't see with this light on, so we're going to try to balance like y'all being able to tell what's going on and me not getting hit by a train or something. So I'm cruising. I hope I can make it home because I'd love to do more videos about this without having to take this freaking thing apart and put it back together. I'm starting my turn early. I don't know. Somebody comes, I am screwed, especially if it's something important. I don't want to hold up an ambulance or a fire truck or something. Oh, I'm scrubbing. Alright, I'm gonna get another approach here. You can see I can only go about a quarter turn. I can't believe how much it's actually turning with just a quarter turn. Alright, now, oh, there's a car coming. This is awkward. Now I have to wait 5 minutes for a car. I'm just sitting here acting natural, just changing a flat. Nothing to see here, just hanging out. Taking a break from changing a flat. I got 2 more flats to go. Alright, hopefully that's the only car for a while. Okay. I'm on the home stretch here. Oh. Ooh. Oh, we're rubbing. Ooh. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Alright, alright. Okay, I hear you. Oh, scrubbing in the front. Oh, scrubbing in the back. This is painful, boys and girls. Oh God, what was that? Oh, that was the front bumper. Ooh. I can't believe this. We're almost home. Oh. There's the cat eye. Still haven't come up with a name for that thing yet. Y'all help me figure that out. Alright, can I make it all the way to the carport? Because it's going to rain on this thing. And I want to repolish these wheels just for y'all. Oh, that's a tree. Okay. Alright, we're getting there. I got an uneven driveway. Oh! God. Almost there. We made it. We made it to the driveway. Okay. There is hope for another video. Y'all make sure you stay tuned for that.